Hello, Nick Jones here, the visually impaired personal trainer, coming to you from the Lakeside Fitness Studio today. Number 1, this is my Strength in a Tone at Home series. Number 2, today is going to be an ab workout. 3, equipment wise, you're not actually going to need any equipment at all to join in with the workout today, but at any point, if I say in the video, you can add weight, feel free to do so if you have the option. Number 4, these workouts are going to be as visually impaired friendly as I can possibly make them. Number 5, if you are enjoying this, please subscribe to the channel below. It really helps support me. Hit that like button, comment, share, whatever. Anything would be hugely appreciated. Number 6, please read the disclaimer in the description box below, and then come and join me outside for the workout. Right, so here we go. We're going to start with the warm-up. So to start with, keep your feet nice and firmly on the floor, and then you're just going to rotate the top of your torso. Okay, so chest to face over your right shoulder, chest to face over your left shoulder. Just kind of twist through the torso, legs and hips stay nice and still, and just twist your chest to face one direction, chest to face the other direction. So we do a bit of a warm-up for the torso, then we're going to get cracking with the abs. We are just going to start with a good minute of torso twisting to start with. Again, just get those obliques and those abs nice and warm. Then just as we approach the workout, just remember your options, okay? So try and do 2 rounds per move that I do, and then the third round is going to be a bonus round. If you don't want to hit that bonus round, feel free to hit some stretching in the gap if you feel it's a little bit beyond your current fitness level. Apart from that, we're going to do some arm swinging side to side, okay? So stand up nice and still, and then just swing your arms side to side. Just get the upper body moving a little bit, as we will be using the upper body during this session a little bit, you know, just sort of moving weights around, so it's good just to get it sort of moving.
Let's go.
But no planks today. Okay, next up, we're going to do some marching arms, kind of do the same thing, but kind of go forwards and backwards with the arms. Just get them moving before we start the ab workout. Also though, in that gap, if you don't fancy that bonus round, remember you can just grab a drink or something like that, chill out, join back in when you feel you can. Most important thing is just push yourself as hard as you can go. Okay, so next up, you're going to put the palms of your hands on the side of your thighs. You're going to slide down towards one knee, then slide down towards the other knee. Slide down towards one knee, slide down to the other. This is going to warm up the obliques. Also a bit of the back too, the QLs. Then after this, we're going to jump on the floor. We're going to be on our back, legs bent, feet on the floor, lying on your back, facing the ceiling. Then just slowly lower your knees down towards one side, slowly lower your knees down towards the other side. We call this back rolling. It's a really good active stretch for the lower back. So feet are on the floor. It's not an exercise yet. We're just rolling the knees towards one side, rolling them to the other side. Okay, apart from that, let's start the ab workout. Okay, first move, toe reaches, lying on your back, legs straight up in the air, optional weight, touch the ground behind your head, reach for the toes, lift your shoulder blades off the ground. Nice big pause, big squeeze at the top, and let's go when you're ready. Just follow the timer, it will count you in, call halfway, call 10 seconds, and count you out. But remember your options. If you're finding it too tough, you can take more rest. If you're not finding it tough enough, you can skip rest. Just to go over the movement again, you're lying on your back, feet up as high as you can towards the ceiling or sky. And then you're either using a weight or just your hands. Touch the ground behind your head, then reach up high as you can, try and touch your toes. You're probably not going to be able to get to your toes, but get as high up as you can, get a nice big pause, big squeeze. Most important thing is getting those shoulder blades on and off the ground. Rest there. Make sure you put your legs down in the rest to rest your hip flexors. Take 15 seconds and then we're going to go in again.
Let's go.
And let's go. Here we go again. So lying on your back, legs straight as you can up in the air towards the ceiling or sky. Nice big pause, big squeeze, reach for those toes. Most important, shoulder blades coming on and off the floor. If you want to make it harder, add more weight. If you want to make it, but make sure if you're adding more weight, make sure you're not feeling it in your arms. You want to mainly be feeling it in the abs. So I'm using about 6 kilos here. That's probably on the heavier side. You probably wouldn't want to go much heavier than that. Also, if you want to make it harder though and you haven't got
seconds.
weight, pause squeeze longer at the top, try and flex those abs, try and squeeze them as hard as you can. 5 seconds before the next rest.
Rest.
Okay, have a breather there. Bonus rounds. So if you fancy a third round on this move, go for it. If not, have a hit a few stretches or just chill out and have a bit of a drink. Up to you. Apart from that,
Let's go.
let's go. So here we are into the final round. Again, big pauses, big squeezes, try and fire up those abs as hard as you can. Still that same move, the toe reaches with the legs straight up in the air or as straight as you can get them. Touch the ground behind the head, reach for those toes, big pause, big
Halfway
squeeze.
there.
Good way to start off the ab workout. And again, we're doing this kind of one exercise, 3 rounds, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, to make it as accessible as possible to all my visually
10
impaired
seconds.
friends, but also still good for everyone else. Okay, finish there. So your next move is going to be your Russian twist. You're going to be sat up on your bum, feet on the floor, nice bend in the legs, sort of in a kind of position as if you were on a rowing machine. Then lean back till your core
Let's
engages, and then just reach round, touch the ground as far behind you as you can, with or without the weight. If you don't have the weight, you're not going to be able to actually touch the ground, but just twist and just sort of aim for somewhere behind you. Then just start as soon as you can. An option to make it harder, do what I'm doing, lift your feet off the floor. If that hurts your back at
Halfway
all
there.
though, keep your feet nicely on the floor. So just to go over the move again, you're kind of sat up on your bum, legs bent, feet either on the floor or off the floor.
10 seconds.
And then you're just going to reach around and touch the ground as far behind you, each side, and just keep twisting and touch each side.
Rest.
Okay, round 1 done. Make sure you put your feet on the floor and rest those hip flexors completely. Have a breather and then get ready for round 2. Same move again.
Let's go.
Okay, so we're into the second round. Just to go over the movement again. Sitting on your bum, legs bent, feet on or off the floor, up to you depending on how your back is and whether you want that harder option or not. Kind of almost a similar position as if you're sat on a rowing machine. Then just reach round to one side, as far behind you as you can,
Halfway
and
there.
then reach round to the other side, either with your weight or without. If you don't have the weight, you're not going to be able to touch the floor. If you do have the weight, try and touch the floor as far as you can behind you.
10 seconds.
And just do what you can in the time. If you need extra rest, that's fine, but just do as much as you can. 3, 2, 1, rest there. Right, bonus round, third and final one. Up to you. If you think you can take it on, try and do the third round. If not, hit some stretches or have a swig of water and then join back in on the next move. Apart from that, let's get going. And again, remember, feet in the air is a harder option. If you're feeling it at all in your back as you lift your feet into the air, leave your feet on the floor. And apart from that, just twist and move, and let's keep it going to the end
Halfway
of
there.
third and final round of the second move. Again, we're doing that hit style timing. It's not just for the visually
10
impaired
seconds.
viewers. It's also quite typical of how people structure a hip workout. So it's hip workout abs. Strengthen and tone at home. Rest there. Your next move is going to be sit-ups. That means you're lying on your back, legs bent, feet on the floor. You're going to touch the ground behind your head with both hands. You're going to throw your hands forward and try and sit all the way up
Let's go.
till your whole back is off the floor. You can do this with or without a weight, but the rule is the slower you go, the harder it is. The faster you go, the easier it is. So if you're struggling to get off the floor a bit, try and really swing your hands forward or actually use a bit of a heavier weight to help kind of get you off the floor. But if not, or if that doesn't agree with your back at all, if
Halfway
your back
there.
feels sore, just stay on your back and do your normal crunches. Maybe do the toe reaches from the first round, where your legs are straight up in the air, touch the ground behind your head with the
10
weight,
seconds.
reach up for your toes, big pause, big squeeze, go back down and repeat. But apart from that, 3 rounds on this move, 45 on, 15 off. There's your first rest. So properly rest, have a breather, and remember the options. So try and do the sit-ups if you can. If not, go back to those weighted toe reaches from the first round.
Let's go.
Okay, next up, next round of sit-ups, here we go. So remember, the slower you go, the harder it is. The faster you go, the easier it is. So as you kind of sit all the way up, try and slowly peel each vertebrae off the floor and pick yourself up to make it harder. But if you're struggling, really throw that weight forward.
Halfway
Throw
there.
your hands forward, depending on whether you've got a weight or you haven't, to help get you off the ground. Think of it as touch the ground behind the head, and throw the arms forward, try and
10
touch your
seconds.
ankles. So throw your arms forward, sit all the way up, touch your ankles, then go back down. And again, if it hurts your back, remember the option.
Rest.
2 rounds done, 1 to go, bonus round. Remember, feel free to try the bonus round if you want to, if you want the extra challenge. If not, feel free to hit some stretches or just have a drink and get ready for the 4th and final move.
Let's go.
Let's go. 3rd round of the sit-ups. Just push yourself as hard as you can. But don't worry about anyone else, don't worry about me, don't worry about anyone else. It's just about pushing yourself as hard as you can go. And we always want there to be a little bit of room to improvement, like you want to find this workout a bit too tough. So there's always that room for
Halfway
improvement, and we can progress and get stronger. If you just did this workout and you found it really easy, chances are probably didn't do you as much good as we could be doing in the same time.
10 seconds.
5 seconds.
Rest.
So your next move is going to be single leg drops. You're going to be lying on your back, legs straight up in the air above you, and then you're also going to reach for the toes at the top position with or without the weight. Get your shoulder blades up off the ground, big pause, big squeeze at the top.
Let's go.
Then as you drop the weight, drop one leg, then bring that back up, reach for the toes at the top again, then drop the weight back down towards the floor and drop the other leg. So these are single leg drops. If you get confused at any point, start everything up at the top, all 4 limbs up at the top, reaching for the toes, then drop
Halfway
3
there.
of your limbs, 1 leg each time and both arms. Then bring them all back up to the top, big pause, big squeeze, reach for the toes, then drop 3 of your limbs again, the other
10
leg
seconds.
and your hands. Bit of a tricky one to explain, this one, but it's a very effective ab exercise once you get going on it.
Rest.
Rest there. There's the first rest. 15 seconds and then we go again. So the whole idea is you're always leaving 1 leg up in the air at a time per rep. Round number 2, let's go. So reach everything up at the top, then drop 1 leg as you drop your hands. Bring everything back up to the top, drop 1 leg as you drop your hands. And just make sure you're alternating legs. So you drop your left leg 1 time, reach for the toes, then drop your right leg, reach for the toes. Excellent, into round 2. I feel like I've explained that enough now. So now, let's just get cracking. Big pauses, big squeezes, big final hard move to finish. Most important thing is you get
10
your shoulder
seconds.
blades up off the ground at the top position to squeeze and flex those abs. Get that mind-muscle connection.
Rest.
Rest there. Bonus round. So you can either sit this one out and skip forward to the stretches or have a bit of a drink, or brace yourself for the 3rd and final attempt on this move.
Let's go.
So here we go, go then. Last chance to fire up those abs, tone and shape the middle, strengthen and tone at home, strengthen the core, tone the middle. The stronger your core is, the stronger everything else will be. And just fight it to the end. So
Halfway
remember,
there.
if you are new or newish to it, remember I'm happy with just 1 or 2 rounds per ab move. But if you're looking for that extra push, hit all 3 rounds.
10
And again,
seconds.
it should be difficult. If it isn't difficult, slow the move down. Make sure you're getting the contractions. And all the way to the finish. There we go. Okay, bring on the stretches. So you're going to lie on your back, arms and legs together, arms above your head together as long as you can. Get your legs together long as you can. Try and pull yourself into that pencil stretch position. Good sucking of the tummy will help stretch the abs. Try and elongate those abs as much as you can. And just relax into it. Also, would just like to say, if the camera filter looked a bit funny today, it's just because it was getting very dark and I had to sort of boost the contrast and brightness quite a lot. And I'm some way off Spielberg quality. That's it, so rest there. So now bend your legs in, stay on your back, and then just slowly do some back rolling. So just like roll your knees over towards one way, then roll your knees over towards the other way. Don't go too deep, don't get the knees too near the floor. Start nice and shallow, and then if you want to take it a bit further, slowly drop your knees deeper and deeper and just roll side to side. Just roll out that back, stretch out that back. But apart from that, if you're mixing and matching the episodes, that's absolutely fine. Feel free to go on to one of the upper or lower body ones. If you want to do just an abs and a leg session, you're going to need probably 35 to 45 minutes. If you want to do the whole body, you're probably going to need closer to an hour. Or just hit one of these videos if you don't have as much time. But apart from that, if you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel. It really supports me, really helps me. And comment, share, like, whatever. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.